it's a different scenario, I suppose, for Andy now because he's the head coach, and although we haven't heard him spoke too much about his son in the past, a lot of us would. We know the players, and we've played with them and played against them a lot of times. So a lot of us would share knowledge that we know of the players.
Robbie, I'll just ask you about the Twickenham factor. You've had some success there, obviously, but it's still a daunting place to go.
Yeah, just as I said, it's a cauldron-like atmosphere when you're playing there. Obviously, the atmosphere, and you're against I suppose a tough opposition and then a tough crowd. So yeah, we're under no illusions again. As I said, it's a very tough place to play, but I suppose that creates more excitement for us to go there, you know, with against I suppose tough opposition and a tough crowd. So for us to put in, you know, try and put in the best performance we can do.
In terms of your own performance, obviously you both play well together. That partnership, is that something you enjoy when you're both together for Ireland?
I can answer for it.
Yeah, no. Obviously, we got a bit of a relationship that we have going on, and I think it's just the relationship that we have as a group, as a collective. I think all of us as centres, I think we have a good connection between us as a group. We're always doing videos together, always helping each other out as best as we can, and preparing each other as best as we can. The likes of Stewie as well and Chris Farrell, you know, when they're on the pitch, we do our best to make sure we're preparing each other. It's unfortunate for Ringer that's not here. He's another class player that we have as well. So I think the good thing about us is that we gel together as a group when we're in there, and I think that's the main message that we've got across, especially from Andy Farrell, making sure that everyone is helping each other out to be the best as we can.
Does he always boss you around like that?
Sorry?
Does he always boss you around like that?
Yeah, he does always. Yeah. He thinks he's good at FIFA as well. But yeah.
And Robbie, just on the impact of Andy Farrell on the defence, is that something that, you know, he prides himself on all along? That's his own expertise. Is it something he drills onto you about the defence?
Yeah, absolutely. I think defence, being a good team in defence is core to the game, and it's core to winning test matches. I think, you know, your defence is key to winning big games. So yeah, we're going to have to be, you know, rock solid this week, and that'll start today with building today with looking at our defence and then drifting into our attack tomorrow and the next day.
Bundee, is this game made harder because England have already been beaten? They can't afford to lose this weekend?
I think it's regardless, whenever you play England, I think it's going to be tough. Even though they lost against France, but still they're a world-class team. France are just making strides now, they're a class team as well, but I think any team that come against England it's always going to be tough. They're a tough quality side, and they've got world-class players all over the park, and if you're, like I said, if you're not on your game, it's going to be a tough day in the park. So I think we just need to worry about ourselves and make sure we do everything that we can, like I said before.
What went wrong for you that day, do you think, against France, and what did the French do well?
I think under Sean Edwards, I think France's defence has been pretty good. You see their line speed was good in that game. Yeah, I think that was key to France was them putting England under pressure and in tricky conditions. Yeah, I think that was probably key. And then there was a few big moments where France got a breakaway try. You know, where the players might have thought there could have been a stop, but it was open play. So there was a few key moments, and you know, coming back to all test games, there's obviously going to be key moments in the games where, you know, one team has to be more clinical than the other, and you know, you just have to take your opportunities when you're given them. So that's key.
Is that where you think maybe Jordan Allen, who's picked, and other members of the back three could be a big play crucial role this weekend?
Yeah, I think across the whole group, we have players who are able to step up in big moments and produce the goods. And looking at Jordan, he for his first try against Wales, he produced a good step and finished off well to get us off the scoreboard. So again, in these big games, we have big players who produce big moments, and we all need to be able to step up and do that.
Just overall, the head-to-heads since the turn of the millennium, I really have had a better record against England. So you kind of go into this with a, I suppose the inferiority complex that might have been there in Ireland England games is totally gone now, is it?
Again, we just look back at not to turn it into the old saying, but we're just looking at ourselves, and we don't really look back too far with previous games, because the game has evolved so much and teams are changing so much. You have to focus on the now and I suppose your next match. So we can't really look back in terms of our past results against them, because the game has moved on so much and things have changed a lot. So again, we're just going to look at ourselves, at our detail, get everything right today on the pitch, and make sure we have our homework done for this side that we'll be facing.